himno vamos a hacer? De la iglesia. ¿No?
Solo tú, el coro lo va a comentar.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. That would be great.
Good morning. The call to worship this morning, the opening words are from the Reverend Arlen Goff, called Music Arises. Music arises from depths unknown, often without words, but never without meaning. Breath with breath, beat with beat, music and spirit arise together. Wed with faith and hope and love and power, a song is born, bursting from my lips in sweet, sonorous symphony. A melody joining with other souls, arising from deep within and from community. Spirit moves, soul births song, and hope fills life, and I am not alone. How can I keep from singing?
You'll notice there are a few more people sitting up on the chancel today than usual. This is our summer choir. We have some songs to present to you a little later, but we'd really just love to start the service by singing with you. So please rise as your bodies and spirits allow and join us in singing our gathering hymn.
Oh
Good morning. Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego, where we worship each Sunday in the South Bay, in Hillcrest, and online. My name is Sue Marbury, and I use the pronouns she, her. A special welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. Please fill out the welcome card in your order of service.
Me llamo Marcia y uso el pronombre ella. Una bienvenida muy especial a todos que aquí por primera vez. Por favor, llenen el formulario en el orden de servicio.
Our community is a vital, diverse, multi-generational congregation without borders, with a mission to create community, nurture spiritual growth, and act on our values to help heal the world.
Somos una comunidad de personas de distintas identidades racializadas y culturas, personas de diversas orientaciones sexuales e identidades de género, personas de varias habilidades mentales y físicas.
We are creators of community and compassion, and though we can fall short, we're committed to practicing and affirming welcome to all.
Con espíritu de reverencia, reconocemos que nos juntamos esta mañana en la tierra de los Kumeyaay, quienes continúan viviendo en todo su territorio. Al emprender este viaje juntos, mantengamos en nuestros corazones y mentes el pueblo Kumeyaay.
In a spirit of reverence, we acknowledge that we gather this morning on the land of the Kumeyaay, who continue to live throughout their territories. May the light of this candle shine for our commitment to the Kumeyaay people and to justice and equity for Indigenous people everywhere.
Thanks, Marcia and Sue. It's my pleasure to invite you to rise once more and body your spirit. Let us sing our church hymn together. Ready? 1, 2, go.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi. Please come join us. Can you hear me now? Okay. Hi. I'll scoot over a little bit this way. You have room? Scooch, scooch, scooching, scooching. Yay. Hi, everyone. I'm Linda, and I'm going to read a story we all sing with the same voice. Or I guess you can see it here. And I wanted to read this story to all of you because it's been a very long time when I got to read a story to so many kids your age. I did it when I was in college, so I thought this would be fun. And I thought this was a fun story. Thank you, Tony, for picking this story out. And friends, I want you to help me tell the story because it's about children with lots of different backgrounds and interests. So if I talk about somebody or something that reminds you of you, can you say, that's me, or point to yourself, or do this, like this, like put a frame around your face, just so you know it's you. Okay. We all sing with the same voice. There's a little CD in the inside here. How fun. It's a Sesame Street story. We all sing with the same voice. We all sing with the same voice. This page here, Zane. My hair is black, that's me, and red. My hair is yellow. My eyes are brown, that's me, and green. Oh, that's okay. Everybody out there, you can raise your hand too. I know you want to. And blue. Oh, blue. Oh my gosh, yes. My name is Jack. Any Jacks out there? And Fred. Is there one back there? My name's Amanda Sue. I'm called Kareem Abdu. My name is you. That means that's all of us. I live in southern France. I'm from a Texas ranch. I come from Mecca and Peru. I live across the street, in the mountains, on the beach. I come from everywhere. And my name is you. That means everybody. That's me too. We all sing with the same voice, the same song, the same voice. We are all okay. We all sing with the same voice, and we sing in harmony. Sometimes I get mad and mean. Me, when I'm grouchy. Sometimes I feel happy. It makes me, I like that. And when I want to cry, I do. That's me. That's me. When I'm by myself at night, I hold my teddy tight until the morning light. My name is you. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's all of us. I have sisters, 1, 2, 3. In my family, there's just me. Any onlys? Yeah, just you? Oh. I've got one daddy. I've got 2. Grandpa helps me across the street. I used to. Yeah. My cat walks on furry feet. She used to. Yeah. I love my parakeet. My name is you. That's me. That's me. That's me. We all sing with the same voice, the same song, the same voice. We all sing with the same voice, and we sing in harmony. I like to run and climb. I'm so slow. I like to sit and read. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Double me. I like to watch my TV too. Oh, there's some Olympics going on. And when it's time for bed, I like my stories read. That's me. Sweet dreams and love, you said. Oh yeah, that's me, double me. My name is you. Oh, that's all of us. That's all of us. We all sing with the same voice, the same song, the same voice. We all sing with the same voice, and we sing in harmony. You all know that story. Oh, I wish I were that smart when I was your size. Okay, friends, it's time for our affirmation, so let's step up and get together.
So friends, we're going to lead the congregation in our affirmation. Can you stand up with me? Because I need your hands. And we'll say it first in English and then in Spanish. We are Unitarian Universalists, a people of open minds, loving hearts, and welcoming hands. Somos unitarios universalistas, personas de mentes abiertas, corazones amorosos, y manos que dan la bienvenida. And now I would like to invite any of the children or youth who would like to join me and their other leaders on the patio, and we'll go to religious education. And thank you, Linda.
Good morning, friends. I'm the Reverend Justine Sullivan. My pronouns are she and her, and I am one of your ministers here at First UU San Diego. A couple of announcements for us this morning. Each Sunday, lay ministers make themselves available to hold what might be weighing on your heart. And this morning here on our Hillcrest campus, we have Karen Thurston available. She's wearing the colorful scarf. She will be happy to meet you out on the patio following worship. Secondly, I want to call your attention to our worship service coming up in 2 weeks on August 11th. It will be an animal blessing service, which I think it's been a while since we've had one of those, certainly not since the pandemic shut everything down. So a couple things. It will be outside, in case you were worried. And what that means is that it will be in person only. Back during the time of the shutdown, we assembled an entire recording studio and brought it outside. We're not going to reassemble that for this one service. So this one time will be in person only. So please come and join us and bring your beloved companion animals. We'll have some instructions about how to do that, and I'm going to avoid a cat lady joke somehow. I'm going to avoid a... See how I did that? Snuck it in. So we will celebrate outside. And so if you're someone who watches from home, we will have some suggested links for you. But really, we've had wonderful worship services all summer. So I would say if you can't be here on August 11th, click on one of the links and watch one of the ones that you've missed so that you still have that experience of worship, or attend a neighboring church. But just that one day, it will be in person only. And today, following worship here at Hillcrest, we invite you to join us over in Bard Hall and on the patio as we continue to say goodbye to our beloved music director, Marshall Voit. Saying goodbye well in community is very important. And this was actually planned as a potluck, but please come even if you didn't know and didn't bring a dish to share. I'm sure there will be plenty of food. Just come and bring your good wishes for Marshall as he heads off to Arizona to pursue his graduate studies in choral conducting. Sharing important life passages in community is important, and that means we need all of you, so do join us. One of the ways that we live our values as Unitarian Universalists is that we share what we have with other organizations that help promote justice in the world. And throughout the month of July, we have been sharing our offering with Pink Haven Coalition. This is a collective of organizations and individuals who are committed to trans liberation and care for gender diverse people. They're working together to create networks of safety and direct support for those who need to relocate, those who need access to health care across state lines, or to stay as safe as they can where they are. So our donations to Pink Haven move directly into the hands of trans-led organizers, and they're used to support trans and non-binary people in accessing the resources that they need to survive and thrive. Friends, we are under assault here, aren't we? As more and more states enact laws aimed to prevent trans folk from receiving the care that they need, and frankly, to erase them from public life. Pink Haven remains committed to trans liberation, to joy and community defense. So please check out their website, pinkhaven.org, to learn more. And you can donate here this morning in person by credit card using the dip jars up there on my right, your left, or by cash or check over here on this side. Or you can go online to our website, firstuusandiego.org. As always, your generosity is greatly appreciated. The morning offering will now be received.
So when we planned for the summer choir to lead our service today, or at least to share music in the service today, we thought it might be nice for them to also lead the service as worship associates and lay leaders. It just so happens that my quartet is in town, this Bordershop Quartet, so very grateful to them for joining our summer choir and singing. We had a nice concert last night. But what will follow now for essentially the rest of the morning are reflections from members of our summer choir. Some have to do with singing in the choir, some don't, and we'll pepper throughout some pieces that the choir will present, some beautiful music we've been working on over the last few weeks. And so it's my pleasure to invite up the first member of our choir to offer a reflection. You've heard from her already during the Time for All Ages, is Linda Holroyd.
Hi, everyone. I'm Linda Holroyd. I don't teach preschool anymore, but I am a first UU member and a choir member. I'm actually now a management consultant, and I have been for about 20 years. So I work with executives, entrepreneurs, and investors. It's not easy to manage through the political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental challenges. There's an acronym for that, PESTLE. The political stuff going on, I didn't make it up, it's been there. The economic, the sociological, the technological, the legal, the environmental. It's overwhelming as an individual, but imagine if you were helping somebody lead a company through all that, and it's magnified through everybody they touch as well, their customers. That's the kind of work I do, just to give you some context. And personally, I wanted to share what I've been going through as well. I am new to San Diego because my daughter had mental health challenges, which required my husband and myself giving up our life and our job in Silicon Valley to move down here. I'm happy to report she is on the mend and learning to become a therapist to help others, and it's worth it. So I wanted to talk about faith, hope, and choices, because that's what helped me keep it together personally and professionally. I wanted to quote some great minds of our time about the existence of a higher purpose, about faith. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys in a minor planet with a very average star, but we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Stephen Hawking. A human being is part of the whole, called by us a universe, a part limited in time and space. The experiences himself, his Albert Einstein. My faith in a higher purpose helps me be confident that things will ultimately work out. Even with so much disruption, discord, unrest, and uncertainty. Even without knowing exactly how they possibly could. My faith helps me accept that things might actually not work out. And be okay with that too. Neither of those things come easily to me. But I continue to choose faith. Faith is a strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light. Helen Keller. With faith, we can stewardly make a plan which positively impacts others. However, we must acknowledge that we need more than strength, more than a plan to persevere through adversity. JFK says this much better than I can. We cannot depend solely on our material wealth, on our military might, or on our intellectual skill or physical courage to see us safely through the seas that we must sail in the months and years to come. Along with all of these, we need faith. It's a tall order to invite faith as we tackle our mundane day-to-day challenges, and to embrace faith with so many challenging uncertainties ahead. So I rely on hope to keep me centered. I practice hope by embracing the happiness chemicals. Dopamine, the reward chemical, oxytocin, the love hormone, endorphin, the painkiller, and serotonin, the mood stabilizer. It feels good to eat healthy food, to take a long bath every night, to get sufficient sleep, to achieve a goal. I enjoy socializing and helping others and dote on my husband, my friends, my bonus kids, my dog, and my daughter. I forgot to mention I have bonus kids because I lost my sister about 9 months ago, and she asked me to adopt her 5 kids. I call them my bonus kids. I try to walk an hour a day, every day, laugh easily and often, sometimes with tears, and belong to 5 choirs, including 3 from UU. I take frequent breaks in my garden, feeling the sun, watching my seeds sprout, expand, and bloom. It's my birthday next month, and my gift to myself is a food mill, an electric food mill. You can put your food scraps in it, plug it in, and in the morning, compost. These practices give me hope so that I can continue to have faith. The last thing I want to talk about is choices. I was a psychology major and taught preschool to help pay for college. Did it show? My greatest learning from these years is that nature defines the range, nurture dictates where we fall within that range, but the choices we make in each moment map out just what happens now and also reshapes what happens in our future. Let me repeat. Nature defines our range. The environment is defined by what happens to us, but the choices we make define the rest of our lives. When I make choices, I ask myself 3 questions. Is it kind and compassionate? What can I learn from the choice? And how will a choice and learning benefit myself and others? I don't claim to do it well, but I do reflect regularly on the framework and tweak my approach so I can err on the side of kindness, so that I learn from my choices, and so that I can lean into an empathetic, open, and supportive community. When I told Marshall I was giving this talk and showed him my copy, I asked if he can give us a song about choices, because he's making a choice that will impact not just him, but the rest of us. And we are going to sing a song by Melissa Dunphy on A New Heart. And I thought it was a really good choice he made. It talked about having a heart of stone and how you can make that heart of stone a heart of flesh. And I thought it was perfect because we all have our stuff. I shared some of my stuff with you. That's a lot. So maybe having faith will help if your heart feels like stone and you want to make the heart like flesh. Maybe when others that you are around show that heart of stone, you can lean into them and help them make their own heart, one of flesh. That's what I'll be thinking about when we sing our song. Thank you.
So our next speakers are Marla English, and then followed by Susan Bond.
So I'm Marla English, a long-term member of this church. You know, I don't really read music, but I'm in the women's choir. My family's idea of musical training was Onward, Christian Soldiers, or Chet Atkins on an old 8-track. Sinatra was romantic, but only for grown-ups. My mother was horrified by Elvis and the Beatles, and the Beatles gave my mother a headache. Nonetheless, I had some music in my heart and soul. I sang the old folk and anti-war songs around campfires with friends here in this congregation. I enjoyed Christmas songs, and I sang the real words at the holidays. I knew the Christian version of most songs and still have them in my head. I had no concept of whether my voice was good or bad. I went a few times to choir practice across the years. Ken Herman told me that I was a soprano and that I had a decent voice. I took a few lessons with Lynn Mendoza-Kahn. I once tried the bell choir but went home crying. I started going to women's choir with Lorelei, but didn't stick with it. Life was busy and I was nervous about doing something hard. But I really wanted to learn and be part of the team that was so moving on Sunday morning. Marshall talked me into trying again. I warned him several times that he was taking on a musical heathen. But he encouraged me to try anyway. Actually, he said, you know, we don't have heathens in Unitarian Universalism. Initially, I found it very uncomfortable to be in the middle of a learning process with my aging brain. Even when I began to learn a song, it felt frustrating not to be able to nail the tune immediately. Without reading music, everything I did was by ear. The learning tracks and I made very close friends. I kept tripping over the words. There was always a new piece of this language of music that I didn't know. It was very humbling. I had to start with understanding what set of notes were mine on the staff, what was the difference between a whole note and a quarter note, and what a rest meant. I was clueless about musical terms that others seemed to be comfortable with. I had a lot of anxiety about this process, a lot of self-doubt, and a lot of perfectionism. I worried that I would be judged by the others in the choir who were better than me or more experienced. I really had a hard time giving myself up to the process and trusting that it would come out all right in the end. You know, this is not unlike my journey in life. Eventually, I learned to focus on the warm-up that helped me transition between my busy daily life and the job of being in a choir. I learned to follow my director, Marshall, who sometimes had to remind me multiple times not to extend that note too long in his oh-so-gentle way. By paying attention outwardly and inwardly, I slowly improved in my singing skills. I began to sight read a little, and I practiced the hymns when we sang on Sunday. Truthfully, I still can't identify what is a G flat or a B, a G or a B flat, what did I say? Sometimes what is said in choir practice goes right over my head. But by paying attention outwardly and inwardly, I slowly improved in my singing skills. I began to sight read a little. I practiced with hymns that we sang on Sunday. I'm stubborn. I practice at home with my practice tapes. I attend rehearsal. When I practice at home, my dog howls, and my loving partner, Leland, is always a willing vocal coach. My choir members are nurturing and accepting mentors, and 1 year in, as a new choir member, I have improved. I learned that singing skills are important, but that I needed to listen in a new way. I began to identify when I was getting the notes right or wrong. I learned to hear others in my section sing, and I was grateful for their lead. I could follow direction better, blend better in the group as a whole. Eventually, slowly, my self-confidence grew. No longer was I coming home from choir practice and giving myself a failing grade for my participation. You know, John Rutter said that choral music is not one of life's frills. It is something that goes to the very heart of our humanity, our sense of community, and our souls. When we sing, we embark on a journey that goes beyond just singing. Choir teaches the importance and necessity of unity and teamwork. Together, a choir experiences the satisfaction of achieving and improving through hard work and connection. The choir fosters a spirit of community with a shared goal that creates awe. He said, "You express when you sing your soul in song. It is a spiritual practice." So I hope that those of you who are not in a choir will join us in the next session of the summer choir or in the fall. If you are a skilled singer or musician, all the better. You will enjoy, grow, and be nurtured. But if you are a beginner, if you feel like a fledgling in this realm of choral music and choir participation, come anyway. You will be welcomed. You will grow. You will make beautiful song, and I bet you will even have fun.
I'm Susan Bond. In 2020, in January, my husband and best friend of 40 years passed away. And right after that, the world shut down due to COVID. I was alone with my dog and searching for a way to connect with others. I had been Unitarian curious for a long time, but wasn't sure how the UU would fit in with my Buddhist practice. I began watching the live stream of the services, and over the course of several months, I came to realize that you all are my people. And then there was the music. My entire life has been woven through with music. I come from a musical family, and I spent 30 years in music education, teaching the joy of making music to kids. Being part of the church choir was calling to me. But even so, my heart had been broken by the loss of my husband, and it did take courage to open it up again to new possibilities. When the campus opened up again, and we were still on the patio wearing masks, I found the courage to walk up to Marshall and say, "I hear you take anyone." Thankfully, he said yes. For the last 2 years, the choir and Marshall have been a huge part of my life opening up again. I remember when we were meeting in the chapel, socially distanced, wearing masks, and there were only a handful of us. And look at us now. We even learned to sing in Yiddish. What a gift it has been to sing beautiful music together, led by Marshall and accompanied by Tomás. And Marshall, I am so grateful to you for just being who you are. Kind, funny, open-minded, wise, and full of musical talent. I am sad to say goodbye, but I find joy in knowing that you will go on to make glorious music, and I know that others will get to know your loving heart. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Valerie Jaquist. I am your current board president. Okay, now quit it. Okay, stop. I'm not kidding. Right now, but today I'm here because I'm a choir member. And I really had a hard time getting all of my thoughts in order and putting this. The last week has been really difficult with some outside things not related to this. And I missed choir practice on Monday. And that really would have served me well to be there, because that's where I just get centered. And it wasn't until I came in here and sat down that I was able to sit down and finish my thoughts and get them down. So, bear with me. More often than not, I arrive for choir rehearsal after a long day working, and I imagine I look a little bedraggled, possibly even right now. And I come into the room and I take my seat and I allow myself to fully arrive and allow the demands of the day to slip away. The tasks that were undone, it'll happen sometime, eventually. I'm here to make music with my friends. I make sure making music fits into my life. Indeed, I make my life around the music making rather than the music stuffed into the rest of what I do. Singing in the choir has become so deeply enmeshed in my life that it feels like I've always done it. I've always been here. I've been here about 20 years, I think about the math. And of course I sing in the choir. What else would I do? It's as natural as breathing. And I am particularly grateful today for the time I've had singing in this choir with Marshall. Starting on Zoom, continuing to in-person on the patio, to now in-person in Bard Hall. He has brought us together as a choir and as a congregation. Marshall, as you move into the next chapter of your life, I am proud to have been a part of your journey. I am expecting great things for you.
I'm going to use this handheld mic for this. Choir. So beautiful. Thank you for your music this morning and every Sunday and throughout the week. Even in casual California, when an important moment happens in the life of a congregation, we ministers put on our robe to symbolize the solemnity and the importance of the moment that has arrived. And Marshall was kind of tricky because he planned his final service with us on his own so he could maybe make himself and the fact of his departure kind of less of the center. Perhaps that was not intentional, but, I think Marshall might say, the music is the thing, right? And so haven't we had a celebration of music this morning, and what a blessing that has been. Thank you so much to Los Bordershop for joining us this morning. Just so wonderful. Would you? I've learned a thing or two from Marshall about how to, get applause when, how to work a room. And during the service this morning, we've had images on the slides about showing the life of the church, and you might have noticed that Marshall is present in a lot of those images, not just because we love to take his picture, but even if he wasn't in the picture, if you knew the story of the picture, you knew that Marshall was part of it, right? So Marshall has been such a central part of this community beyond what we experience on Sunday morning. He has just entered into our lives and into our hearts and been part of us. And so we have spent some time together this weekend honoring him, and I think throughout the week since he so graciously gave us a good amount of notice, right, about his departure so that we could take the time to honor him and say our goodbyes. Friends, in community, we focus a lot on saying hello, but it's also important to say goodbye well, and to let people know before they're gone, right, how much they have meant to us. And Marshall gave me the honor of letting me kind of go last so that I could say the things that hadn't been said. And I realized that there isn't enough time to say the things that haven't been said. But I hope that in this time together this morning, and if you were present last night, you feel it, right? That there is so much love. And I mean, here we are on a hot day in July, and nobody's itching to go, right? Here, all these people up on the chancel. We just want to be together because, Marshall, you have touched us. You have brought us together. You were here as we departed the shutdown part of the pandemic. The pandemic's not over, friends. So I don't talk about the pandemic in past tense, but I talk about the shutdown part. Let's hope that that is in the past. So many thoughts and feelings rising up right now. I'll just talk about myself for just 1 second, minute maybe. When I accepted my call to ministry finally and announced in my home congregation that I would be leaving them, right, to go to seminary and then to enter my own ministry, there were lots of appreciations, and many people said, oh, you know, you're already a minister, we already see you in that way, so kind of like no big deal. And I thought about that because, you know, Marshall's already a choral conductor and he's going to study choral conducting, and so it's a continuation. But it's also a departure, and it's also a launching of something new. And one of the things that was such a gift to me was in the midst of all the, yeah, of course you're going to be a minister, good for you, go ahead. It wasn't really like that, but, you know, people acknowledging that. There was one man in my life who was actually our intern minister at the time in Dales in my home congregation, and he said, Justine, if it's all right with you, I would love to offer you a blessing for your ministry. So Marshall, would you do me the honor of coming over here and letting me offer you a blessing? And I didn't ask you in advance, so I figure we've been through some things in our life together, and I would love to offer you a blessing. So here, you can face out here, and in front of your beloved choir and your quartet, and in the presence of this congregation, beloveds, would you join with me in a moment of prayer? Spirit of life and love, that which connects us all to the ineffable sense of love and music that surrounds us. We are grateful that this man, Marshall Voit, has crossed our paths at this time, that he's been part of us, that he has opened his heart and shared his gifts with us, shared his story, his beautiful voice. And we pray that Marshall will be led to continue to listen to that voice within him that guides him toward that next right thing. And Marshall, may you be open to the song and to the joy and to the fear, to the not knowing, and to the wonder that can only happen when we let ourselves feel the love that surrounds us. May you be well. May you be safe from harm. May you be held in love. And thank you so much for being my partner in this ministry. It is said that when we sing, we pray twice. And so let us join our voices in our closing song, Love Will Guide Us. If you wish, you may rise in body or spirit.
Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, you can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard Well, by now you all know me well enough to know that I can't resist a microphone and a captive audience. You're welcome to have a seat. I want to share a word of gratitude to this congregation's amazing staff, to the worship team and the RE staff, the office staff, Ricky, Pam, Alex, Brandon, Shan, who run our video and our slides in the tech booth. A particular shout out to Zane, who Zane and I have worked together long before, long before I started working here. Zane and I worked together, and so it's going to be weird not to see you every week. Andrea, it's been just a real pleasure to make music with you. It's been a joy from the very start. Tomás, amigo, just thanks. Thanks for being my partner in this work that we've done. And I'm just really excited to see what you do here. And Reverend Justine, just what a pleasure and an honor to serve this congregation with you. I feel very lucky and grateful to have been here and to have served as your music director for the last couple of years. This community, you all have been blessings in my life. And I just hope that the work that we have done together here will continue, and that we should move from strength to strength, from blessing to blessing, as our paths twist and turn and hopefully cross again someday. So with that, we'll close with a little bit of Barbershop from our summer choir. The motto of the Barbershop Harmony Society: we're going to keep the whole world singing. And thanks to the choir for being willing to sing some Barbershop with me on my last day. So yeah, thanks everybody.
May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. Join in! May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. Because you love a tambourine, may your life be as